Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Q1 FY26 earnings conference call for Sarda Energy and Minerals Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Ankit Jain from Stellar Investor Relations. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Shruti. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. To discuss Q1 FY26 business performance, we have with us senior management team of Sarda Energy Minerals Limited, represented by Mr. Pankaj Sarda, Managing Director, Mr. Padam Kumar Jain, Director and Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Manish Sarda, Deputy Managing Director, and Mr. Nilay Joshi, Executive Director. Before we proceed with this call, I would like to mention that some of the statements made in this call may be forward-looking in nature and may involve risks and uncertainties. The company also undertakes no obligation to update any forward-looking statements to reflect developments that occur after the statement is made. Documents relating to the company's financial performance, including the investor presentation, have been uploaded on the stock exchange and company's website. I now hand over the conference call to Mr. Pankaj Sarda, and then we will open the floor for Q&A. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Operational performance. FY25 marked a significant milestone in our growth journey, and Q1 FY26 performance reinforces the strong foundation and long-term sustainability of our earning. The earning mix has also evolved with increasing share of energy business in the total earning. We achieved record revenue and profit this quarter, driven by better energy prices and higher hydropower generation. Hydropower generation grew by 37% YOY, supported by early monsoon. Our IPP thermal power plant achieved significantly improved plant load factor of 90.21% in Q1 as against 71.65% in Q1 FY25, largely due to ongoing operational efficiency measures. For the quarter ended, the plant stood at 15th rank in Central Electricity Authority's ranking of best thermal power plants against 118th rank in June 2024. The pellet plant and captive power plant also reported record production. We strategically terminated the long-term power purchase agreement executed with CSPDCL for 113 megawatt hydropower project. This now gives us the opportunity to sell power in open market, which we believe will be beneficial over the long term. Expansion and project updates. Coal mines. Gare Palma 4/7. We have received consent to operate for increased capacity of coal washery from 0.96 million ton to 1.8 million ton in May 2025. Final approval for increasing coal mining capacity from 1.68 million ton to 1.8 million ton is expected this quarter. Shahpur West mine development work is progressing as per schedule, and production is expected before the end of the next financial year. Bartunga Hill JV. DPR and mining plan submitted to SCCL. Forest land diversion approval is in progress. Power plant. Rear hydropower project, 25 megawatt. The commercial operation began on 8th July 2025. We have entered into long-term power supply arrangement with CSPDCL at generic tariff. Generic tariff for current year is yet to be notified by the regulator. Kothavira hydropower project, 25 megawatt. The project is in approval stage, with work expected to begin in next quarter. 2 additional small hydropower projects are in various stages of approval. Captive solar power, 50 megawatt. Most of the equipment has been delivered and transmission line work is ongoing. Project commissioning is expected in current financial year. 30 megawatt TG set replacement. Work is on schedule with operations expected to begin by mid FY27. We will be taking shutdown of the unit in next quarter. Financial performance. In Q1 FY26, we posted record consolidated revenue of rupees 1633 crores, up 76% YOY and 32% QOQ. The YOY increase partially reflects the inclusion of IPP operations required on 22nd August 2024. Improved volumes and realizations in steel and ferroalloys also contributed, especially after maintenance shutdowns impacted Q4 FY25. Profitability. Operating EBITDA rose to rupees 627 versus 382 crores YOY, with the energy segment contributing larger share. Consolidated profit after tax grew 118% YOY to rupees 435 crores. Strong price realization for untied up power supported this growth, though prices have softened this quarter. Debt and liquidity. Net consolidated debt, including working capital loans, fell to rupees 1,000 crores from rupees 1,600 crores. Long-term loans repayable within the next year stands at rupees 206 crores. Liquidity remains robust with rupees 1,700 crores in cash and liquid investments excluding treasury loans. The net debt to EBITDA ratio is well below 1. I now hand over to Shri Manish Sarda ji to discuss the industry overview and outlook. Over to you.
Thanks, Pankaj. India's fiscal deficit is projected to decline to 4.4% in FY26, down from 4.8% in FY25. The lower inflation has enabled early rate cuts supported by RBI's liquidity measures. Infusion of liquidity by RBI has helped in transmission of rate cut to the industry. This will positively impact corporate earnings and capex. Tax breaks is also expected to boost consumption. Global steel production declined over 4% year-on-year in Q1 to 466 million ton, with China down 6%. Despite this, Chinese exports surged with net exports exceeding 53 million tons during January to May 25, putting pressure on global pricing. In contrast, India recorded 10.3% growth in crude steel production to 40.6 million metric tons, with 8% growth in finished steel demand. Imports moderated post-imposition of safeguard duty and quality control order, but still exceeded exports. Although because of higher growth in production over consumption, the long product steel prices remain under pressure. Lower input costs like iron ore, coal helped improve margins. The Indian coal index declined by 13% year-on-year from 142 to 128. We have focused more on domestic market for sale of ferroalloys due to better realization. As a result, exports in Q1 dropped to 21,500 metric ton from 32,500 metric ton year-on-year. Outlook. The Chinese government has recently announced another stimulus of 69 billion yuan to tackle consumption bottlenecks and to bolster the domestic market amid global volatility. This will be the fourth batch of stimulus, bringing the total to the annual target of 300 billion yuan. This should be positive for metal markets, and margins should improve, particularly due to fall in input prices. Fall in interest rate will enhance competitiveness and spur capital investments. Increased government spending is expected to support economic growth and credit expansion. Power demand and so the power prices remain subdued in monsoon season except for long-term supply contracts, which will have bearing on the performance quarter-on-quarter. However, higher generation from hydropower projects in the quarter will partly offset this. Commissioning of Rare hydropower project will also add to the performance of second quarter. Lower finance costs are expected to further strengthen profitability. That concludes our performance and outlook. The performance improvement measures at our IPP are clearly reflected in the results. We remain confident of delivering.
Let us put the floor to the...
Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that the management is able to address questions from all the participants in the conference, please limit your questions to 2 per participant. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Mahek from Eglity Advisors. Please proceed.
Yeah, hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the opportunity. So just wanted to understand, so we have taken a resolution to raise up to 1,000 crores of debt. So can you please specify what are the plans of the company with the debt which we are raising?
Can you come again? We lost you in between. Hello, can you come again, please?
Yeah, sorry. Thank you. So I wanted to understand. So we took a resolution for 1,000 crore debt raise. So can you please explain what are the plans of the company? Where are we planning to utilize them, and when are we planning to raise the same?
Yeah. This is only an enabling resolution so that in case of companies with AA and above ratings are required to part finance their working capital requirement through market listed borrowings. So it is only enabling resolution. We don't have any plan as such to raise any funds, and this resolution has been taken into the past also, but we have not raised the funds.
Okay. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is on the line of Manav from Yes Securities Limited. Please proceed.
Yeah, hi. Very good evening, and thank you for the opportunity, and also congratulations on the good set of numbers. So my first question is on the update of the Supreme Court case on the SKS acquisition. Where are we, as things stand currently?
So it is on, as of now, it is listed for 6th August, which is the day after tomorrow.
Okay, got it. So 6th August is when we expect like a final. It's going to be a interim hearing or a final hearing?
So whenever the hearing will happen, it is a final hearing only. But
okay,
as of now, it is listed for 6th. That's all that we can say.
Sure. So okay. The other thing on 1.8 million ton of the coal mine. So earlier we were expecting it during the first quarter. Now it's shifted to Q2 FY26. If you could just, enlighten more on that.
No, we already have a permission for 1.68 million tons. And whenever we get during the year, even if we get by December or January, we will achieve the 1.8 million tons during the year. So It is irrelevant whether I get in March, June or September. Because for the year we will be able to achieve. It's only in the process, in the final stage of approval. So it will not affect our annual target of 1.8 million tons.
Got it. Sure, sir. So my next question is much more for the steel business. How do you see the realizations, shaping up for Q2? Because I believe the long products is seeing realizations quite subdued. Do we see any improvements on a quarter-on-quarter basis?
So typically, you know that monsoon season is a season where long products prices are always subdued because construction activities practically in many parts of the country gets to a hold sort of thing.
Yes.
So we are hoping that now with consumption pattern going forward, with the monsoons getting over, the prices also will improve a lot along and the demand also will improve.
Got it. And so we continue to maintain our position, right, on not taking further expansions on the steel front and, focusing majorly on the power story for the company?
Yeah, as of now, the expansion is focused on energy and minerals only, yes.
Got it. Sure, so I have more. I'll join back the queue. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Rakesh Roy from Boring AMC. Please proceed.
Hi, sir. My first question regarding again is the realization and volume term. If you see the volume term on a year-on-year basis, our steel volume is grew by nearby 22%. But at the same time, our realization is down by 23%. Any reasons for the sudden jump in volume and big drop in realization?
Realization is not down 23% in steel.
Overall, sir, because if your steel number is revenue divided by the volume, like iron ore, pellet, sponge, and this one, so total comes nearby how much comes?
Hello. Please refer to our presentation, which has been uploaded on the stock exchanges. If you refer to slide number 9, you will get all the steel and ferroalloy realizations over the quarters, etc. All details are there. So you can see for yourself the realizations. I mean, what you are saying is not adding up actually. Just look at that slide, you'll have clarity.
Okay, right, sir. Because I have just taken the number from just
just look at that slide.
Given
We disclose realizations every quarter for all the steel products and ferroalloys. So just have a look at that slide, you will get clarity.
Okay, right, sir. And sir, in terms of from Q1, how much is our realization power, sir? How much the unit per unit, sir?
That is also given on slide number 6 if you see. So yeah, 6.16.
Slide number 6, sir. Okay, right, sir. And sir, last question regarding, sir, any outlook for your steel for whole year and the power for whole year FY26? Any guidance?
So far as volumes are concerned, steel volumes will remain more or less same. Slightly, whatever is there on account of the efficiencies, that will be there. Otherwise, steel volumes are stable.
Like F25?
Yeah.
And regarding power, sir?
Power also, because last year it was only for the part of the year. For the whole year, you can assume 80% PLF.
80% PLF. And sir, in terms of margin will improve or margin will sustain this is Q1 for next 2-3 quarters? Q1 margin?
We have already given details in our opening remarks, and it is subject to the market conditions. Depends on the market prices.
Okay. So if you, in short term, if you see, sir, in Q2 mostly say I can guess your margin will improve because the coke price is down. Can we assume?
There are multiple factors: coke prices, iron ore prices, then steel prices. There are multiple factors. Whatever outlook we could say, we have already covered in our opening address.
Right, sir. Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Before we take the next question, we would like to remind participants that you may press star and 1 to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Priyansh, an investor. Please proceed.
Hello. Hi, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, thank you everyone for this opportunity. My first question is for regarding the hydropower project. So we know that the PPA has been terminated. In this regard, please reply to the following questions. At what rate the power was being sold under the PPA of Sikkim project, and at what rate is the company fetching now for sale in spot market or to other customers for the sale of this power? Is the company able to sell the entire 130 megawatt in spot market, or some power remains unsold during after the termination of this PPA? Also, what was the reason which led to the termination of this PPA? The second question is regarding the steel division. So it has been exceedingly well, doing well in the past quarter.
You can come one by one questions. That will be better. So
okay. So can you,
question is on the hydropower project.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that will respond first.
Okay.
We had entered into power purchase agreement with cost plus tariff. So our tariff was going down year on year as the interest burden was going down, as our cost was going down, our tariff was also going down.
Mm-hmm.
And the transmission cost was in on our head. So revenue was going down year on year. That's why we decided to terminate this agreement, and we are selling power in the open market. We are able to sell 100% of the power. And annual average of the realization for the time being may remain at the levels where what we were getting previously. But yes, in longer term, we will be getting the benefit of the increasing rates of power over a longer period of time.
Okay. And do we have any estimate on the average rate that we're selling per unit?
Average, it depends season to season. It will vary, but it should be somewhere in the range of 5 rupees plus minus.
plus minus 5.
If you take
Okay.
an annual average, it should be.
Understood. Okay. Got it. I'll move on to my next question then. So we know that the steel division has been doing exceedingly well in the first quarter, 25-26, since the revenue increased by 10% QOQ, but the profit jumped by 100% QOQ. So my question is this jump in profitability of the steel division sustainable in the current quarter or even next quarter? Or was there any one-off item in the June quarter which led to this really high jump in profit?
No, there was no one-off item in the steel division. Yes, volume had also gone up as compared to the March. In the March, there were certain shutdowns in the plant. So steel division, there is no one-off item, and we should be able to sustain and improve from here.
So we'll be seeing a similar growth is what you're Understood. Okay. That's it. That's it from my end. Thank you so much for your answers.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may please press star and 1 at this time. The next question is from the line of Gautam Jain from GCJ Financial. Please proceed.
Yeah. First, congratulations for a solid set of numbers. Question is, can I get the breakup of your power business segment revenue, which is like 939 crores? Can I get the breakup of that into captive, IPP, and hydro?
939 power. We can provide offline, may not be available immediately, but that will be available. That should not be a problem.
Okay.
Captive.
Okay. Is it like okay? In the hydro power business, is it like that your first quarter and second quarter are better than the last 2 quarters?
Your voice is cracking.
Always repeat. Always in hydro, second quarter is always better than the last quarter.
No, I mean the first 2 quarters are better than the last 2 quarters of the financial year, right?
Not always. First quarter may not always be better than the third quarter. Generally, second quarter is the peak generation because of the rainy season. Third quarter is a little lesser than that. And first depends upon the incoming of the monsoon. If it is early monsoon, we get good rains. And sometimes if monsoon comes in June, then revenues may be on lower side.
Okay. Okay. And the last question is, you said about Chinese stimulus and that will be like good for the steel pricing. So are we seeing better price in Q2 versus Q1?
Maniji?
Yeah. No, Chinese stimulus has just come around right now. We've just recently seen that, the Chinese stimulus is there. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm sure that once the monsoons are over, we'll see better pricing and better demand as well.
Okay. Okay. May I ask one more question?
Sure.
Yeah. So with regard to your gross debt and cash level, which is around 2,700 crore of gross debt and 1,700 crore of cash in hand. So what are the repayment schedule, if I may know?
No. 1,000 crore is the loan and 1,700 crore is the cash. Both are opposite. It cannot be combined together.
No. I know. I'm saying gross debt is 2,700 crores and cash surplus is 1,700 crores. So net debt comes to 1,000 crores. I'm asking is, what is the repayment schedule on the gross debt side?
Repayment is hardly, for the current year, it is only 200 crores for the current year.
So what will do with the cash in hand, because that is substantially rising because of our cash flow is very strong.
Right opportunity. And definitely our growth plans are going on. We are spending about 500 to 1,000 crores a year on the expansion projects in different segments, whether it is coal mines, hydropower project and other projects.
So may I know total capex for next 3 years, including current year?
As I told you, every year we have been spending in the range of 500 to 1,000 crores a year. As of whatever we have planned for next 2-3 years.
Okay, so that will continue even from 2026, 27, 28, right?
Yeah. This is what we have already planned. And there may be new opportunities also.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. You are doing very, very good. Thank you. You created a lot of wealth and will continue. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. To ask a question, please press star and one now. The next question is from the line of Rajesh Bhandari from Nakoda Engineers. Please proceed.
सर गुड आफ्टरनून और इतने बढ़िया रिजल्ट के लिए बहुत बहुत बधाई सर। माँ शारदा सरस्वती लक्ष्मी सबकी कृपा है और ये कृपा बनी रहे, यही हम चाहते हैं।
धन्यवाद।
बहुत ही बढ़िया रिजल्ट रहा है सर, बहुत बहुत बधाई उसके लिए। अच्छा सर, आपके बातों से ये पता चला कि स्टील में और फेरो एलॉयज में ज्यादा अपना एक्सपांशन का मन नहीं है, इट्स मोर ऑन पावर एंड माइनिंग। तो माइनिंग में अगर है तो वी विल रिमेन ओनली इन इंडिया और वी विल एक्सप्लोर ऑन आउटसाइड इंडिया ऑल्सो एंड रेयर अर्थ ऑल्सो। और पावर में जो है सर, अभी अपने पास 600 मेगावाट चल रहा है, तो एडिशनल जो ऑक्सिलरी 600 मेगावाट की है ऑलरेडी, डू वी हैव एनी प्लान्स फॉर एक्सपांशन ऑफ दैट 600 एडिशनल?
So the infrastructure is there for 1200 megawatt.
Yes sir.
We definitely will be going for environment clearances for another 800 megawatt in future. That much land and everything in the infrastructure is there. Like. And what was your another question, sir?
मेरा था सर कि जैसे अभी स्टील में जैसा बातचीत से पता चला कि स्टील एंड फेरो एलॉय में अपने एक्सपांशन के प्लान्स ज्यादा कुछ है नहीं मन में अभी। It's more on power and mining.
Because ये 800 megawatt itself will take around 8,000 crores of capex.
हाँ, तो और मैं एक चीज बोलना चाहूंगा कि ये जो है दिस इज द इंडिकेशन कि आप लोग कितना समझदारी से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं एंड दिस विल टर्न द स्मॉल कैप इनटू अ लार्ज कैप कंपनी। बिकॉज स्टील और फेरो एलॉयज में इतने लोग हो गए हैं, पावर इज द बेस्ट थिंग जिसमें आप जा रहे हैं अभी, एंड माइनिंग ऑल्सो। और हमारी तरफ से आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई और शुभकामनाएं कि ये जो लाइन में आप बढ़ेंगे तो उसके साथ हम लोगों का भी कुछ भलाई होगा। बट मेरे को एक ही चीज पूछना था सर कि माइनिंग में अभी आउटसाइड इंडिया भी जाने का कुछ प्रोग्राम है अपना, और रेयर अर्थ में भी कुछ प्रोग्राम है?
So we have an operating mine in Indonesia. उसका एक्सपेंशन प्लानिंग चल रहा है एंड गॉड विलिंगली वील ट्राई टू अचीव 1 million ton इन नियर फ्यूचर इन दैट माइन, इन कोल माइन
जी।
एंड कहीं पर भी कोई अपॉर्चुनिटी आएगी तो वी आर ओपन फॉर एनी अपॉर्चुनिटी।
जी जी जी, नहीं चलिए ठीक है सर, मेरी तरफ से अभी तो फिलहाल। अच्छा, दूसरा मेरा एक चीज था सर कि जो लोन के लिए आप सोच रहे हैं, तो आप तो इतने बढ़िया रिजल्ट दे रहे हैं, QIP के लिए कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं है सर। लोग तो हजारों करोड़ दे देंगे, खाली 1000 क्यों?
नहीं, अभी
जिस तरह से दूसरी कंपनियां ले रही है। हाँ,
अभी अपना कोई प्लान है नहीं फंड रेज का इमीडिएट में, ऐसा
जी जी जी। अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, तो ठीक है सर। और मेरा और कोई क्वेश्चन होगा तो आई कम फर्दर जी।
थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
The next question is from the line of Priyansh, an individual investor. Please proceed.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. My question again pertains to the Sikkim hydropower plant. So what was the average generation of power in the June quarter, and what was the power generation in the July month?
Just a moment.
Yeah.
So June quarter, the numbers that you see in the investor presentation for hydro, that is largely from Sikkim.
Okay.
This is, we had 100 million units in June.
100 million units. Okay, and in the July month?
July, we shall have to check immediately. We don't have at hand.
Okay, okay. Maybe I can reach out later to the team then.
Yeah,
Got it.
you can do offline.
Understood. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vedant Sarda from Nirmal Bang PMS. Please proceed.
Thank you for the opportunity. I wanted to know that what kind of ROC we are targeting for the CapEx plans and for overall as a company?
Return on capital employed will differ project to project, but there are certain projects which are related with integration. There are new projects. So there are multiple variables and for different projects, because if you go for hydropower projects, ROC expectation is different because there you have consistency in the profitability. Then if you are going for the steel project, then ROC expectation will be different. So specifying a specific, this is my ROC expectation project to project and looking to the market condition, and ROC also you have to see only in the terms ki whether market is in the upward mood or downward mood. In case of steel sector, when you enter into when the market is already down, ROC immediately if you compare, that may not be very good. So ROC is totally depends upon the market conditions, but definitely it should be much better than our weighted average cost of the capital. That is what is the criteria.
Yes, sir. Like we don't have any.
Just to add to that, see, we like Mr. Jain already explained, different projects will have different decision-making parameters. But I would suggest that while we don't want to give a ROCE number, but you can go by our past actions. Okay, the historical numbers are there for you to see. So normally that is the decision-making that we are applying. You can go by the past actions. We don't want to put a number to it right now.
Okay, no, like we don't have any plans for steel expansion currently, and you better told like any kind of opportunity if you see, you would like to grab that. So like if you find any kind of mine or anything, any project you are wishing, so some kind of numbers that if you can give. Like you are growing a company, you would be continuously doing capex, it seems.
No, see, there have been multiple large capexes that we have done in the last few years itself. Okay, that you would have seen, whether it was SKS Power, it was the hydropower project, etc. So there you can take the thought process, you can understand the thought process. We don't want to put a number because that becomes restrictive, and that is not the only decision-making factor. It is an important decision-making factor, but not the only one.
Okay, sir, fine.
Thank you. The next question is on the line of Arpit Shah from Stallion Asset. Please proceed.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, just congratulations on a very great set of numbers, great acquisition in terms of SKS Power. I just wanted to understand the power that we generated in the quarter one by realization was closer to 6.16 per unit. So how should we think about this number? I think we were guiding around 5 rupees per unit earlier on, maybe in the second or the third quarter. How should we look at this number going ahead? This is a sustainable number, or this is a number just for quarter one and then it just drags down and brings the total annual average to 5 rupees per unit?
No. This what we earned in the first quarter may not be the right number for the whole year. Definitely, generally first quarter is always better because of the summer seasons. But in addition to that, there are multiple variables which decide the power pricing. So second quarter always remains subdued. Third quarter and all other things. Other quarters pricing depends upon the demand supply, then climatic conditions, how long the rents go on. There are multiple variables. But yes, first quarter is definitely better for the thermal power pricing, which may not be true for the whole year.
So how do we then look at, because it's already operating at 90% load factors, how should we think about SKS Power numbers for FY26? And since we already got a new hydropower plant operation from November or December, how should we look at the whole of the power segment in terms of EBITDA for FY26?
It's already told so far as capacity utilization is concerned, annual average should be somewhere in the range of 80%, what we gave the guidance.
All right, but how should we think about the absolute? Yes, how should we think about absolute?
We can expect 30% PLF and more.
Somewhere in the range of... tell me. What?
So how should we think about the absolute EBITDA number for FY26 because it's just power plant?
EBITDA, we don't give any specific EBITDA numbers. Last time also we had stated in general our power generation from the thermal power project should be in the range of 400 crore plus minus units. And EBITDA will depend upon the electricity pricing which varies in a range. And EBITDA may range somewhere about 2 rupees plus minus 50 paisa.
Got it. And what kind of power generation in terms of units should be for hydropower?
Hydropower capacity total may
167 megawatt is running.
About 40% of the power load factor. 148 megawatt.
80 plus
160.
Total is 160.
166 now, one more started.
Okay, so how much will be in terms of units?
No, 167 megawatt, and you take around 40 to 45% maybe of PLF, you know.
Got it.
Maybe about 60 crore units you can assume.
60 crore. Got it.
But then this is all dependent on range, you know. So it is, see, the right way to look at it, I would say, is your thermal will be very strong in the first quarter. Your hydro will be very strong in the second quarter. And the other 2 quarters, I mean, third quarter, there will be some hydro and thermal will be okay. So, I mean, it will taper off for the third and fourth quarter, maybe a little weakness in hydro, you know, because of the rains not being there. So that's the right way to look at it. The second quarter should get support from the hydro power generation, while thermal might be a little weak.
Got it. So broadly, what we have to see is in the annually, what we have to see, we're broadly going to be at about 450 crore odd units combined hydro and thermal. Our EBITDA per unit should be 2 rupees plus or minus 50 paisa. That comes to about, let's say, closer to 1,000 crore plus EBITDA for the power business as a segment. That's how we should think about it?
I think that should be the reasonable expectation. Rest depends upon the market condition.
Got it. Perfect. So we got it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Manav Gogia from Yes Securities Limited. Please proceed.
Yeah, hi. Thank you so much for the opportunity again. So one question, much more on the numbers front. It was for hydropower. Would you be able to provide the average selling price per unit for the quarter?
We don't have immediately, but it should be somewhere in the range of 5 rupees.
Okay. More or less 5 rupees on an average. Got it. And so...
5 rupees plus side.
Sorry, I could not get you.
5 rupees plus.
5 rupees plus. Okay. Got it. Sure, sir. So, second question would be on the power segment. When, would you be able to specify some ballpark timeline of, doubling the SKS power capacity?
Because it's a long-drawn process of approvals, we have to go for all the environmental clearances and those approvals. So giving any timelines at this stage will be too early.
Got it. And so currently, we are doing the Gaya Palma expansion from 1.68 to 1.8, and I believe the company's end goal would be to make sure that that mine is particularly captive for your SKS power. So how do we see those expansions going ahead post 1.8 million for FY26? And then if you could give some breakdown.
So post that, we are evaluating. I think so we'll take it, again, it totally depends on the environmental clearances in place. We'll try to expand it to 3 million ton plus.
Got it. And we'll be applying for fresh ECs for this expansion?
Yeah, fresh EC has to be applied. So after all the process will start after we receive 1.8 million ton environment clearance, all the approvals and everything for fresh ECs will be applied.
So more or less, we can assume a 18 to 24 month period to, have things all on hand.
Max.
Can be a fair assumption, right? Maximum. Sure, sir. And so one question on if you could quantify the landed costs for imported coal for the steel operations, just in case you have it handy?
So RB2 and RB3 coal landed to Raipur. And the freight also changes from time to time from Vizag to Raipur. So somewhere around 8,000 rupees per ton to 10,000 rupees per ton.
Sure. So we have seen some benefits on the cost front due to the prices going down in the international market, so they are yet to be accrued probably in the next quarter.
Manish Bhaiya?
No, we have been trying to avoid imported coal as much as possible, as the domestic coal is also available. And our entire aim of the group is to ensure that we utilize maximum coal from our own mines. And only the shortfall is what we are trying to source from international markets. And that too many times we get good quality coal in auction from the Indian, mines. So we are trying to maximize that strategy more, rather than depending upon imports.
Got it, sir. Sir, one last question I wanted to have, on basically currently the SKS power, we are selling it on IEX, right? If I'm not wrong.
No, we have a mix. We are selling part of the quantity, but generally it is short term, not on daily basis. We have bilateral contracts for short term, medium term, both ways.
Got it. Okay. And do we plan to have the PPAs for the SKS power plant in the upcoming months?
No, we have PPAs, but there are some medium-term PPAs, there are certain short-term PPAs, and a part of small quantity, sometimes we sell even on the IEX on daily basis also. Depends. This is a mix of a mixed basket of the PPAs.
Got it. So my main agenda was to just realize that, we currently had a realization of around about 6.16 rupees per unit. So we can expect, if more PPAs are in place, this realization number to probably go down a bit.
No, see, it is like this. On the PPA, our thought process is clear. We had outlined it in the last call also, that the idea is to enter into a stable PPA, a long-term PPA, so maybe tie up a significant part of the capacity in long-term PPA, and the balance take the benefit of the market forces. So that is the broad idea. We are in the process of executing that.
Sure. Thank you so much for that. That was very helpful. Thank you so much, and all the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Rakesh Roy from Moring AMC. Please proceed.
Yeah, hi, sir. So one question is regarding your margin front. As you mentioned, your nearby 76% of revenue from EBITDA come from power sector, and same with our steel business. If you minus this EBITDA numbers from your power revenue, our steel EBITDA will get 150. Is it 18%, sir? So what is your outlook, and how is the Q1 FY25 margin for steel business?
Q4?
Q1 FY25.
Yeah.
For this quarter, our steel margin is nearby 18% as per your data, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
जो आपने डाटा दिया है, हाँ. So in Q1 FY25, how much our steel margin का margin, sir?
Q1 FY25?
Yeah.
Historical results में देख लो ना आप सर Q1 FY25. You'll get it on the exchanges.
No, it's overall margin because it includes hydro also, sir, in Q1 FY25. So I'm saying the only steel margin.
No, we disclose segment-wise EBIT, You can refer to our results of past results and check what you want to.
Exactly, sir. I'm asking about the, sir, not EBIT, EBITDA. EBITDA is the number.
No, last year it was definitely much better than as compared to the fourth quarter and to first quarter 26. First quarter FY25 was better than current year. Yeah. But specific.
Okay.
EBITDA. Depreciation EBITDA.
No, what? Sorry, what is your question? Can you repeat your question? First quarter, what you
My
asking?
question is, sir, this quarter our steel margin is 18%. Okay. Same last year's Q1, how much our steel margin, sir? EBITDA
No,
number.
so if
operating number.
you go to slide number 6 of the presentation, you will get Q1 FY25 a total EBIT broken up into the various segments. Steel.
Exactly, sir. But this is for EBIT number. I asking about the EBITDA number, sir.
That you can write to us, we will provide you. We don't have option.
Right. Okay, sir. And sir, same thing, number, sir. Can you assume that this number will improve from here onward? 18%?
It should.
I mean, there's a lot of discussion already. So part of it, we have given enough
for the monsoon season.
Okay. And sir, any chance in August or September you will get any price hike, because as you say, price will increase or price will rise after monsoon. Any idea how much you are going to take and how is the market condition that time? You have any? Can you give me a light on this?
No, price nobody can control in the market.
Hello. These are hypothetical questions. I don't think we will be able to give anything on that. Whatever outlook we could say, we already given in our opening address. Rest depends upon the market conditions.
Right, sir. And sir, last question. As you
Sorry to interrupt, Rakesh, sir. May we request you to join the question queue?
Right.
Thank you. The next question is on the line of Jayesh Gandhi from Harshad Gandhi Securities Private Limited. Please proceed.
So, congratulations on good set of numbers. So I have two questions. The first one is, what is our average realization for SKS in July?
July, we'll be able to provide you off the line. We don't have in the hand immediately.
Okay, but is it 5 plus, or we should think about it lesser than 5? So?
It should be in the range of 5 rupees.
Okay. And my another question is, apart from whatever commission...
5 plus only, I think 5 plus only. It will be 5 plus only.
Okay. And my second question is, apart from whatever capacity we have shown, which is commissioned for power, is there any additional capacity that we can think about getting commissioned this year?
No, there is no other capacity which is getting commissioned this year except 50 megawatt solar power plant. That will get commissioned during the current year.
That will be for captive consumption, right?
Yes, that will be for captive consumption.
That's all from my side, sir. Good luck for future.
And 25 megawatt already commissioned in July.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The next question is on the line of Mahek Talati from Eglity Advisors.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Thank you for the follow-up. So, wanted to understand, so we have a hearing scheduled in the Supreme Court in the next 2 days, and post we are planning to proceed CapEx for the SKS as well. So, can we assume that the 1,000 crore debt resolution can be used here as for the CapEx as well?
Yeah, even if we start getting approvals, at least for next 1.5 to 2 years, there won't be any capex on that particular SKS project. So this resolution what we have taken will not be applicable for the SKS power project.
Okay.
It is valid only for India.
It is just an resolution. To clarify it is just an resolution. We take it as here.
No, that I understood. And so second question was, did we see any price drop for the coal which we are acquiring for our SKS power plant? Or they have been flatted?
SKS power plant, we are getting coal at the notified price.
Okay, so no change in the acquisition cost, right?
There is no,
Oh, okay, understood. Thank you.
Thank you. Before we take the next question, we would like to remind participants that you may press star and 1 to ask a question. Participants who wish to ask a question may please press star and one at this time. The next question is from the line of Rajesh Bhandari from Nakoda Engineers. Please proceed.
Thanks for giving me chance once again. सर मेरा एक पॉइंट था, ये बीएससी साइट के ऊपर में जो आप रिजल्ट दिखाते हैं वो एक्चुअली स्टैंड अलोन वाला रिजल्ट आता है सर. तो कंसोलिडेटेड रिजल्ट अगर होगा दैट इज बेटर बिकॉज मैनी मोस्ट ऑफ द कंपनीज दे गिव कंसोलिडेटेड रिजल्ट. अपना जो आता है वो स्टैंड अलोन वाला आता है.
दोनों आता है सर, आप एक बार देखिएगा, दोनों आता है, प्रेजेंटेशन में भी दोनों रहता है, रिजल्ट भी दोनों आता है सर.
नहीं वो नहीं प्रेजेंटेशन नहीं, वो जो अपना उस पे फेस पे जो आता है ना सर वो वाला कंसोलिडेटेड नहीं आता, वो आता है खाली ये. बाकी अंदर में डिटेल में कोई आता है तो कंसोलिडेटेड भी आता है, बट नॉर्मली पीपल सी ओनली ऑन द बीएससी का जो फर्स्ट पेज होता है उसके ऊपर में. तो मोस्ट ऑफ द कंपनीज दे गिव कंसोलिडेटेड. ये जस्ट एक रिक्वेस्ट है. है सर
स्टेटमेंट में सारे रिजल्ट रहते हैं, स्टैंड अलोन भी रहता है एंड कंसोलिडेटेड भी रहता है. हो सकता है आगे पीछे के पेज में कुछ होगा.
जी जी ठीक है, बस यही. हाँ सर प्लीज. जी थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may please press star and one at this time. As there are no further questions from the participants, I now hand the conference over to the management for the closing comments. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. The performance improvement measures at our IPP are clearly reflected in the results of the Q1. We remain confident of delivering record results for the financial year 26 despite sectoral challenges in the steel. Our strategy of reinvesting surplus cash into diversified future-ready projects continues. The company continues to reinvest surplus funds in diverse projects to ensure long-term sustainable growth. FY26 will benefit from full-year operations of the IPP power plant, increased coal production, and the commissioning of 3 new projects, which are 25 megawatt Reher hydropower plant, which commissioned in July 2025, mineral wool plant, and 50 megawatt captive solar power plant. Thank you for joining us today. Please feel free to reach out to us or our investor relations team with any further queries. Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of Sarda Energy and Minerals Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your line.